Hi, my name's Craig Gordon. I represent the N.E.A.D Foundation, Nutrition and Exercise versus Addiction and Disease. Today I'd like to share with you some general information about addiction and disease and poor behavior and education and how it is here in America. So, we were lied to and still are being lied to by big food, beverage, and pharma, particularly food and beverage today. Low cal, no cal, low fat, no fat, all the while big food and beverage are loading us up with sugar. Hence we have a huge epidemic of diabetes. We need to do something about that. So, this is thanks to the giant amount of money that's generated every year. This is actually something like $2 trillion, give or take a couple hundred billion, but who's counting? And food, beverage, and pharma wield 10% marketing budgets. Could you only imagine $200 or $300 billion focused on propagating sales any way they can? They use sex, they use violence, they use all sorts of incentives, they use all sorts of psychology. It goes on and on to get us to buy their products, and most of them are nothing but garbage, carbohydrates and garbage. So there's that. Then I made one about stagnation, procrastination, discrimination, and dysfunction junction. This country's in a lot of trouble. And the common denominator is poor nutrition and lack of exercise. So we need to start getting a whole lot more serious, consistent, and dedicated to nutrition and exercise. Freedom or free and dumb? What do you think's going on in this country? Do you think big business cares about us? Absolutely not. They care about dollars and only dollars. And it's a very sad situation, and we think it's normal. So, we have choices. We could do it differently. We could get dedicated to nutrition and exercise and actually put some teeth in prevention and smarten up instead of dumb us down. So this goes for our kids, our grandkids, seniors, our politicians, our educators. Everybody could do a far better job if they got healthy. Have you seen trans fats lately? Look at the difference between a clogged sewer pipe and a clogged artery. Not much different. This is what a clogged artery looks like. Could you only imagine years and years of poor quality fried food and lots of sugar turning into globules of fat, and then your blood is thickened, it doesn't flow properly, then it gets clogged up in your system, in your circulation system, in your arteries and veins. This is a big deal. So most of this is preventable if we eat less, processed food and more vegetables and fruit. Not so hard to figure out. Lots of water, vegetables, fruit. If you do eat meat, try to eat meat that isn't polluted with chemicals. And try to eat meat that you prepare yourself. Not so hard to figure out. So the only practical, serious way we can protect our families from addiction, crime, and disease is to get everybody healthy, to include everybody in health, put that message out early and often. I hope some politicians and policymakers might actually be listening, because this is how we could pay the national debt. This is how we could get ahead of the health care or the sickness care system and put teeth in prevention by getting people healthy and focusing on that. The holy grail of social services, education, and criminal justice is trying to foster positive behavioral change. And how do we do that? Changing behavior seems to be extremely difficult. We need to take more time with our kids and our charges and our pupils and people in the court system and focus on health if we ever expect to foster positive behavioral change. Again, this is not rocket science. It's so simple, it's gone right past just about everybody. Sometimes I wonder if that wasn't intentional, because so many people make so much money on junk food, sugar, beverages, alcohol, all the watering holes, all the restaurants, all the fast food places. It goes on and on. All the baked goods, mostly garbage. We need to learn about nutrition, discern and discipline and understand what that means to our bodies, our lives, and our futures, and our families. Thank you for listening. My name is Craig Gordon. I represent the N.E.A.D Foundation, Nutrition and Exercise versus Addiction and Disease, needusa.org. Take care of your body, and thank you for listening.